Hello everyone. Update 1.1.1.0 goes live on October 28. It will feature improved core movement and animations, reworked weapon dispersion to better align accuracy and handling over range, significant visibility and lighting improvements, audio overhaul, UI HUD updates, map fixes across modes. We will go over two posts, one just briefly, the other one more in depth. One thing about the IFV painted guided lock-on missiles bug, which is ruining aerial combat in Battlefield 6, that has been internally fixed, but it's not coming into this update in a few days. So we have to wait and see when they are able to fully patch it. But yeah. Battlefield 6 community update, latest changes and preparing for Season 1. So as we know, Season 1 will be split in 3 parts, 2 new maps, a few more guns, 1 new vehicle, and 2 new modes. Talked about that before. So our immediate focus is on overall performance and the combat experience. And what they already changed, the custom search. We have made some adjustments to improve how accurately matchmaking aligns with your selected map and mode preferences. The system still maintains flexibility to support reasonable queue times, but players with more specific selections may notice slightly longer waits. We will keep monitoring custom search performance and continue fine-tuning as needed. Me personally, yesterday when I was playing, I don't know if it was live at that time already, the custom search put us into the same map over and over and over again. So generally speaking, the matchmaking system in this game, similar to the previous Battlefield game, causes certain maps to be played over and over and over again. It would be nice if there would be a setting where you can just checkbox that you don't want to have the same map over and over and over again. Vehicle spawn bug. We recently deployed a targeted back-end change to address an issue where vehicles could sometimes fail to spawn as expected across certain maps and modes. The current results have shown that it has greatly reduced the number of occurrences and started to improve the balance with issues on some map mode combinations. We are aware of a few outliers that this fix did not address, and we are working on a fix to resolve these outstanding issues. We also saw that this backend change had a slightly positive impact on breakthrough win rates, but we are working on further balancing changes that are meant to be more impactful and bring the win rates into a better state. That's definitely a good thing, especially in the early stages of this game. On maps like Mirak Valley, Cairo and so on, like you didn't have any vehicle at the start, and I noticed that now it's happening more often than we have a vehicle as an attacking team to actually push past that first set of that first sector. Hopefully they're also able to fix out those outliers that didn't get fixed yet, like they stated. Porter server availability. Earlier this week, we made XP adjustments for community experience. In case you missed it, check out the details on how to get full XP in verified modes. Regarding that, they said they have those backup bot fill up thing for the servers. They disabled that and to prevent people from doing those XP farms. And they have 2 different creator accounts. One is called Battlefield Official, the other one is like BF Portal Official, which are hosting Conquest, Breakthrough, Rush, Escalation as a generally server. So far, I personally didn't come across them. I tried to find them yesterday. It didn't work out. Generally speaking, that filter system and search needs some readjustments. I kind of struggled. Hopefully, I will be able to understand it better, or they make some adjustments to make it easier. I mean, it used to be easier, much easier with the dedicated server browsers that we had for example, with Battlefield 3. Which, by the way, has its anniversary today. Upcoming changes, player movement. We are actively refining player movement to address areas that previously felt inconsistent while staying true to the gameplay pace and maintaining the core feel of the launch experience. In parallel, we are enhancing sight stability by minimizing reticle movement during specific animations. These adjustments aim to deliver a smoother and more precise aiming experience, all while preserving an immersive first-person feel. So, while jumping, switching guns, gliding, I guess, hopefully they're really able to improve that progression. Just generally speaking, remove those delays, or minimize them. Too many delays in this game, in my opinion. Progression. We are continuing to monitor the impact of the changes that were made last week and already seeing a smoother experience as we roll into Season 1. Some additional areas we are tracking. XP earned in Escalation and King of the Hill is not always working as intended. We are planning to significantly increase the payout to bring them in line with other modes, and will keep monitoring once the changes are live. We have seen all your feedback about the challenges and their criteria. The team's working on a series of improvements to make challenges more straightforward to understand and faster to complete. Given the scale of challenges, these changes will roll out over at least 2 updates. Some examples of what we are currently considering are: class assignment Assault 1, get kills while using the adrenaline injector 30 to 3 now. I remember that one because I think you have to do this one to unlock that spawn beacon for the Assault class. And since that adrenaline injector is only active for a few seconds, took some time, that's for sure. Class assignment Engineer Expert 3, repair vehicles in a match from 6,000 points to 1,000. That's a drastically reduction. Once again, okay, good. Weapon assignment Deadeye 2, get headshot kills over 200 meters with sniper rifles from 150 to 5. Oh wow, that's a drastic reduction. They have to kind of be careful though, like if they heavily reduce the amount of things you have to do to finish an assignment. Might be too quick. Like, you gotta be careful. Not so easy to find the right balance, I guess. In addition, a later game update will reduce the 200-meter distance. Okay, good. Visibility, we are actively looking into adjustments to exposure and brightness. This will lead to improvements in places where players have experienced blinding light when looking outdoors, overly dark interiors when looking indoors, and a lack of visibility around weapon optics when zooming in. These adjustments are part of a wider path focused on improving visibility that we expect to complete it later in Season 1. Okay, so they take a first step to focus on improving the visibility in the game, and there will be basically a second patch later coming in Season 1, which might take the feedback that is coming at the start of Season 1, further optimize those visibility issues. Weapon dispersion. As part of our Season 1 update, we are making several adjustments to how weapon dispersion behaves. These changes are aimed at ensuring each weapon's accuracy better reflects its intended performance over range. We've also fixed the bug that caused dispersion to not decrease as expected when transitioning from sprinting to prone position. In the patch notes, they have like some examples. I remember, I will look them up soon, but we will see like how those changes will change the balance between all the different weapon types, and which guns might get way more viable to use and which ones might suddenly not be as good as they used to be. We will continue refining how weapon accuracy behaves in battle to make your shots feel more consistent and rewarding across all weapon types. Our upcoming tuning paths will reduce the overall impact of dispersion across multiple weapon types while keeping the core intent intact. Burst firing will remain the most effective way to control a weapon, that's good, and each weapon will still perform best within its intended range. Yeah, hopefully. You have to get it done with your patches. We've also identified a couple of bugs that caused weapons to feel less accurate than intended. Post-sprint firing. Weapons fired immediately after sprinting while zoomed could retain higher dispersion, reducing accuracy. Okay, so it will be still penalized, but they will reduce the higher dispersion. But you will still have higher dispersion after post-sprint firing. Okay. Movement start. Dispersion was increasing faster than it should when players began moving, making even small adjustments unexpectedly impact precision. This was especially noticeable on controllers. Oh, okay, so that basically, I guess, means that controller players will have better experience if this fix is implemented. Regarding Battlefield Labs, they basically take a break and they will return using the community's Battlefield Labs support later. Then they also talk about the Battle Royale mode, which is supposedly coming out October 28th. Speaking of Battlefield Labs, we have the updates on the Battle Royale mode following the suggestions we received during our play sessions. Your Battlefield Labs feedback helped us fine-tune key elements for this experience. Here's a quick look at what changes you may notice the next time you play. Close range time to kill. We have adjusted time to kill at close range for all weapons to reward clean positioning and tracking while giving players more time to counter attacks. We will keep monitoring this once it's live. Yeah, it's a Battle Royale, so you will have armor and therefore time to kill will be different. It has to be different because at the end of the day, you don't have the respawn ability that you have in the regular Battlefield modes. Armor changes. Everyone will now have the capacity of 2 armor plates at the start of the game. All players will spawn with 1 plate, so you will have the chance to upgrade as soon as you start looting, giving everyone an equal chance at upgrading their armor fully. Okay. So I guess those people that were already able to play Battlefield Labs, this Battle Royale mode, initially you didn't spawn without any armor, so if someone finds armor, he has a massive advantage over you. Kind of reminds me of Apex Legends, which had the same thing and then the same change basically happening. World improvements. We have been fixing pesky world bugs and optimizing areas to improve the environment. With these improvements, we made adjustments to the lighting as well as enhancing the visibility across the map. Good thing. Vehicle balance. We have adjusted the balance of 4 helicopters and combat vehicles to keep them as powerful tools showing off Battlefield's core DNA without making them necessary to survive or win the late game. This includes significant adjustments to the heli countermeasures and ammo economy. Gonna be interesting to see how the vehicle is gonna work out in the Battle Royale. Are they gonna be overpowered or not so much? We have also been working on providing smoother performance overall. We have identified and addressed a range of issues that affected performance that we simply couldn't have done without our players' involvement in the test. Okay, good. Then they thank the people for the feedback and clips and bug reports. That's good. And in terms of the Battlefield 6 update post, it's like a huge post. I will link it in the description. Things to mention is it goes live 9 a.m. that update. You could download and install the game 9 a.m. UTC time. At 3 p.m. UTC, Season 1 content goes live, including the Battle Pass. So you could start unlocking that stuff. You have plenty of updates listed. Major updates to mention: improved core movement and animations, including smoother landings, faster stance transitions, better vaulting behavior, and reduced bouncing issues on landing or spawning, which are definitely welcoming changes. Reworked weapon dispersion to better align accuracy and handling with each weapon's intended design and performance over range. These changes address cases where accuracy behaved inconsistently, such as dispersion not properly settling after sprinting, bring overall firing behavior closer to the intended balance between precision, control, and weapon power. Significant visibility and lighting improvements with better exposure transitions, area lighting, and reduced fog and smoke persistence. Also very welcoming. Audio overhaul, adding new projectile flybys, destruction and explosion sounds, refined vehicle and weapon mixes, and improved haptic feedback across multiple interactions. Also very welcoming. UI and HUD updates for clarity and consistency, including overtime indicators, end of round fixes, and new unlock markers for weapons and gadgets. Me personally, I would like to see that I can adjust my UI to older Battlefield titles like Battlefield 3, for example, or Battlefield 4, where you have the objective, including the tickets, or if you like right above the minimap. It's much easier for me as a player to be aware on, the progress of the match if the objective plus tickets is right above the minimap. Because I tend to not really notice the information that I have on the top mid of the screen with the current setup of the the HUD elements. So hopefully in the future they will make it possible to adjust it or to select between different HUD presets. Map fixes across multiple locations, resolving spawn animations, out of bounds issues, misaligned assets, and general stability across Conquest, Breakthrough, and Rush modes. Yep, also very welcoming. And in terms of the spawns, don't let us auto spawn. If we are AFK, we are AFK, and we just want to spawn on whoever is available if we are back from being AFK. Yeah. Things that I wanted to point out, as you can see, plenty of fixes with the gadgets, especially with the supply pouch, like not resupplying properly. I'm glad that might be fixed with this patch. There are some very welcoming changes, and as you can see, regarding the weapons, what I don't right now understand, they try to lower, for lower damage weapons, they will now see a slightly higher increase in dispersion when firing, while higher damage weapons will experience slightly less. So I'm guessing guns like the assault rifles or might, guns that have more damage. Also not only assault rifles, but like guns that have over 30 damage per bullet, I guess. They will have less bullet spread at the end of the day, and guns like the SMGs, I'm assuming, they will suddenly have much more dispersion, which might be a fix trying to prevent people using, or players using the SMGs to kill people much further away, which shouldn't be as powerful, I guess, and that's why they make the change. We will see how that will change the gun balance between the different gun types. But yeah, plenty of changes, including also for the maps and modes, fixing vehicles not properly spawning and stuff like that, and other things, visibility things. For the audio, it's like it's down here, I think. Like, as you can see, plenty of updates, and it kind of showcases. Sometimes you just have certain things just not like completely missing, or you can't hear them at all. And it looks like they're finally making some major changes to the audio, and we will see some improvements in that sector. So yeah, hopefully that patch, that update for season 1 will be great. Will improve the Battlefield 6 experience by far. Fingers crossed. But yeah, either way, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and I will be on the battlefield. Take care, guys.